वैसे आप लोग में से कितने लोग स्टॉक मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट करते हैं, मुझे बताइए। अच्छा, आपका कोई तो दोस्त आया होगा ये फिल्म लेके आपके पास, ठीक है। रिस्क है तो, रिस्क है तो अच्छा, और कितने लोगों ने फिल्म देख के इन्वेस्ट करना शुरू किया? एक बार सच सच बताना, वरना मंडे को आपका पोर्टफोलियो लाल होगा। ओके, तो आपने ये फिल्म देखी, फिर आपने सोचा ठीक है मैं स्टॉक मार्केट में इन्वेस्ट करता हूं, और आपने सोचा पैसा ही पैसा होगा। लेकिन फिर आप देखते हैं कि 35 लाख का इन्वेस्टमेंट था और ये 36 लाख का घाटा कैसे हो गया? दिस इज बिकॉज you have invested without analyzing the fundamentals, and this is the importance of fundamental analysis. The man Chandrakant Sampath, the veteran investor in the stock market, once upon a time he was referred as an Indian Warren Buffett because of his holding in the stock market. Chandrakant Sampath, Mr. Chandrakant Sampath said a very wise thing, that I will buy only those companies that are in business that even a fools can understand. Mark my words, even a fools can understand. So what he want to imply is that why I should invest in a company which I cannot understand. So one of the basics of the stock market is to invest in a company where you can understand the company. So what is fundamental analysis? My friend clearly defined it, that you need to invest in a long term, that is 3 to 5 years, by analyzing the company's core strength, so that you can earn a CAGR of about 20 to 25%. We have seen in the case like TCS and Infosys. Now fundamental analysis and technical analysis. Okay, what's the first picture? Anyone? Him? Dr. Salunke? Yes. What does he do? He tastes everything. Yes. Think if you are going somewhere, like you have gone abroad. Now you want to eat food. You have two options. One, you can go at every shop, try something, take the taste of the ingredients, and then choose which one to eat. Or second, you will see that where all the peoples are going. जहाँ पे सब जा रहे वहीं पे जाके हम लोग भी खा लेते। The first thing is the fundamental analysis, where you taste everything and then invest. And the second thing is technical analysis, where you see where all the peoples are going, where the price is going, and then you invest. The fundamental analysis involves evaluating a company's performance qualitatively and quantitatively, whereas a technical analysis involves a short-term trade. Now what you need to identify is how you can make a portfolio. So I tell it by the core satellite investment strategy, or a 60-40 strategy. Now what is a 60%? 60% is a core strength company, that is the long-term investment that I make, and I deliberate the 40% to a technical analysis, that is 40% for futures and options. This can benefit you. Now first you need to identify what are you, मैं कौन हूँ? Am I an investor? Am I a trader? Or am I a speculator, guys? See, investors are the persons who go for a long term. They see the future visions of the company, whereas the traders go with the short term tradings, that is futures and options. And similarly the speculators, they take risk in the short term. The power of compounding, if I say in the film language, अब मिलीमीटर पहचानोगे कैसे? अब मिलीमीटर जो सेंटीमीटर बन गया है. So you can earn the power of compounding only and only in the fundamental analysis, that is a long term range. So choosing the right investment strategy is important, guys. Now I will further move upon the technical aspect in how you can practically invest in the stock market with a right guidance. Choosing the right investment strategy. How to start the analysis? First thing, building an investment checklist. How many of you have done audit? Raise hand, guys. Okay, you know that there is a checklist. After every completing audit checklist, you tick that. So now, whenever I ask you that is it yes or no, for yes you will say red, you will say green flag, and for no you will say red flag. Okay? Okay. First, you need to identify the stock ideas. How you can identify the stock ideas? Either you will sit beside the screener, that is your trading platform, or you can read the newspaper. I may assume that you are a serious student, so we should definitely read the newspapers and get the financial implications upon the economy to understand what company we need to invest in by analyzing that news. Company moats. Let me tell you about a moat. Moat means core strength of the company. Its unique selling proposition. For example, the castle you can see is a company. You all must have seen a movie where the castle is surrounded by the water, which prevents the attackers from attacking the castle. The water is a moat which prevents the attackers. So that is a competition to company. If a company has a strong moat that the competitor cannot attack them directly or indirectly, then that company is best. So first thing, generating stock ideas. Second, identifying company's moat. Now you will move on to limited resource equity research. Why I named it limited resource? Because there are certain aspects in equity research, but due to lack of time constraint, we will see the most important aspects that will definitely help you in investing in the stock market. And it will be a 3-stage process, guys. The first one is understanding the business. Now I will ask you, what you will understand in business? Anyone? What you will see? Industry. Which industry the company operates? Identifying the industry in which companies operates help you understand its competitor. The need of the product. Is there the future need of the product? Is the product solving the problems of the people? You need to identify the future of the company, the monopoly it creates. For example, IRCTC. IRCTC has a monopoly. So definitely it is a very good investment option. I am not giving investment ideas, guys, so beware of that. Investment are subject to market risk. Read all related schemes and documents carefully. The order books are important because it may help you to identify what in the future you can whether you can invest it or not. And there are other certain factors, like you can see the annual reports of the company. I may assume you all are CS students, so you have dealt with the annual reports and the financials of the companies, like trading and profit and loss and balance sheet. The key sections in the annual report which you should be focusing on are financial highlights, which summarize the financial performance of the company, that is a past data. And second, management discussion and analysis. I have seen many investors say new beginners, who don't see the management discussion and analysis. They ignore that. I assume that it is an important part because you can know that what are the important decisions that management is taking, what are its views on the companies, what are the future prospects of the companies, which can help you identify that whether to invest in the company or not. And third is the financial statement, as I say, that is profit and loss, balance sheet. I will further elaborate it and I will do a practical aspect, that how you can invest it in practicality. Identifying intrinsic value. आप सब कभी बच्चे थे या नहीं? नहीं. How do I know? मतलब पूछ रहा हूं मैं. थे? तो मैं जब छोटा था तो मुझे मम्मी है ना सब्जी लेने भेजती थी, तो 20 रुपए की नोट देती थी. ठीक है, ये ले 20 रुपए, 1 किलो टमाटर इसमें से आएंगे, लेके आना. ठीक है, तो मैं दुकान वाले के पास गया. Now the 1 kg tomato price that my mom gave me is 20 rupees. इतने के ही आएंगे, लेके आना. ठीक है, that is my real value. Now I go to the shopkeeper. उसको मैंने बोला, भैया 1 किलो टमाटर कितने के? वो बोला 18 रुपए. And I was like, ही 18 रुपए, 2 रुपए बच गए, अब मैं इसकी जैम्स खाऊंगा. So I am happy. Means there is underprice 18 rupees. So what I will do? मैं सब्जी बाई करूंगा या नहीं? Yes, definitely yes. Okay. अगर वही दुकान वाला बोलता कि इसकी तो प्राइस 22 रुपीस है, तो क्या मैं बाई करता? नहीं, मैं वापस घर पे जाता, मम्मी को बोलता और चाटा भी खाता. तो intrinsic value estimation is more important. I have help you understand in a layman language, but you can identify the intrinsic value by stock valuation with discounted cash flow, as my friend suggested. But I am a very lazy person, very. I don't want to calculate long thing. So what I will definitely do, I will go to a ready-made screener where they will definitely give me whether the stock price is high or low. So if it is high, means the price of the stock is above the intrinsic value, and if it is low, then price of the stock is below the intrinsic value. Now you have to see the key ratios. There are 4 key ratios to check: PE ratio, PB ratio, debt to equity ratio, and current ratio. PE ratio, simply, let's take an example of 2 stocks, stock ABC and stock XYZ. Okay, stock ABC has a PE ratio of 2.5 and stock XYZ has a PE of 10. Now I want to ask you, in which company you will invest only by seeing PE? Anyone? XYZ or ABC? More loud. ABC or XYZ? Definitely. Because for earning 1 rupee in ABC company, I am paying 2.5 rupees. And for earning 1 rupee in XYZ company, I am paying 10 rupees. Generally, without taking other factors into consideration, PE ratio of below the 20 is considered as good. Generally, lower the PE ratio, better it is. PB ratio, without taking other factors into consideration, PB ratio of 1 or 2 is considered as better. PB ratio means market price per share by book value per share. Debt to equity, generally it is said that lower the debt, better it is. But it obviously depends on the company and its prospect to repurchase or means to pay the debt, its debt paying capacity. For example, Zerodha takes the debt more because they know they have the debt paying capacity. So if the company has a good debt paying capacity, then debt is also good. But generally it is said that lower the debt, better it is. Current ratio below 1, bad. Above 3, bad. But what is efficient utilization of resource? That is, if a current ratio is between 1.5 and 3, it is considered as good. Now, चिराग बहुत हो गया थियरी यार, अब तू मुझे प्रैक्टिकल बता. बहुत हुआ तो ठीक है. Putting the theory into practice, I have taken a screener here and the company is showing a valuation of average. Now I am asking you whether it is a green flag or red flag for me. Anyone? Obviously it is a green flag because it is an average price company. So yes, the first checklist, my tick mark is done. Further, I will see other things. I will see the key metrics, that is the ratio analysis. The PE ratio is 9.2 and the sector PE is 17.72. Now again I am asking you, it is a green flag or red flag? Green flag? Okay. Red flag से तो दूर ही रहना भाइयों. सब समझते हैं? Okay. So it is a green flag. I will further move on. The PB ratio, 1.54 PB ratio and sector PB is 2.68. Again, green flag or red flag? Excellent. आप सबको fundamental analysis पहले से ही आता है. So again, it is a green flag for me and I will go. Now other thing I can see is a dividend yield. It is also an important factor. Whether you are a young generation, so we don't much depend on the dividends. But if a person he is of older age and wants to invest, he would definitely see this criteria also, because he wants to have some fixed income also. So dividend is one more aspect that you can see. But here, as a limited resource equity research, we will see these two criteria. Further, I have taken one more example of a company where you can see a PE ratio of 257 and the sector PE is 23.80. Oh, you will say it is a red flag. I will stay away from it. Again, I am saying you, my friends, you need to understand the business in what it is. Now you may not know the name of the company, but let me name. It is of Adani Greens, guys. Adani Greens has a higher future prospect, so the market has given the more PE than the actual PE. Generally, we have a criteria that PE below 20 is good, but here it is having a high PE. So again, you need to understand that understanding the business, its future prospect is again important. Further, you will see a total revenue and net income, that is your financial statements. Okay. Now you can see here the total revenue is increasing year on year, which is the first checklist for me. So it is a green flag or red flag, guys? Green? Okay. Then I will see the net income. Net income is also increasing gradually. So again, it is a green flag or red flag for me, guys? Again, great. Then I will see the certain other indicators, that is my ratio analysis. So if you are doing through the screener, you have certain options that I have sorted, like debt to equity ratio. Here are certain examples of a company like Signature Global Limited having a high debt and interest coverage ratio 1.15 and current ratio 1.22. Current ratio is having good impact, but there is a high debt. So it is a green flag or red flag? Red. Definitely. You will be saved, my boy. So you can see the balance sheet of the company further, the total assets and total liability. For a limited purpose, limited resource equity research, you need to see these two aspects more. That is, total assets are increasing. Yes, again a green flag for me. Second, total liabilities are also increasing, but they are below the total assets. So again, it's a green flag for me. So further, I will move forward. Now I will see that does the company have a free cash flow. In my current case, the company is not having a free cash flow, but I am seeing that it is improving year on year. Their cash flow is increasing. So I may further inspect that what are the reasons for this negative cash flow. Are they investing more on their assets? Does their cash flow, what is the reason that they are more invested in operating activities, financing activities or investing activities? It may help you understand that what it is. For example, if a company is more inclined toward investing in the investing activities, then it is a good because they are purchasing more assets. So it is a positive indicator. That's why the cash flow is negative. So further you need to identify what the company is doing. And further I will see the shareholding patterns. Now shareholding patterns, you may ask why we need to see shareholding patterns, because sometimes the promoters, see in this case, promoters are having 67.28%. So promoters are having the belief in the company. Yes, the company is good. So they have a holding. So which means the company is doing a great. If you have a news like promoter is willing to sell 40, then you must 40% stake. Then you must need to introspect that why, what is the reasons. Here I can see one more thing. If you can notice, that is mutual fund is 0%. Now what does that mean? It is a good indicator or a bad indicator? I may ask you. Red flag? Anyone? Red flag? Okay. So my friends, I may tell you that you have mistaken this. Because in mutual funds, if you have seen a company where the mutual funds have not yet invested, then there may be a probability that you have identified the company very early. In future, the mutual fund may invest in the company and your price may go up. So again, you need to see that what are the aspects of the mutual fund. See, your 0% mutual fund means I think the company is not having any mutual funds right now. It may happen in the future that any mutual fund may come, may invest in it, so the price may go up. So definitely you need to see that it is not always not everything is a red flag, guys. Someone is a green flag also. And the summary of investment strategy. Okay, sorry. The summary of investment strategy. So 5 points I am repeating again. First, you need to check the investment strategy by understanding the business. Second, the intrinsic value. Third, the key ratios. And fourth, the financial statements of the company. Key points are DCF analysis. That is a valuable tool, but a sensitive to be assumptions. Be conservative with growth rates. Margin of safety. You must always have some margin of safety, that is by stock trading below the intrinsic value, as I said earlier. Selling stock. Before selling stock, you need to identify that what are the reasons you are selling. Is the price moving is the price overpriced? Yes. You need to go out of the company because you got some news like my friend told about the insider trading. Yeah, it is illegal, but you may see that what are the aspects of it. The portfolio construction. My friends, portfolio construction is very important. Don't invest directly in a one single stock. Diversify your investment so that you can gain. If one stock is going downwards and other is upward, then your still portfolio is balanced. So diversify your stock and have a long-term focus, guys. Don't focus on the short terms. Have a long-term focus in life have a long-term focus in everything, you will definitely be benefited. So that was the conclusion of my speech, that understanding the Indian stock market fundamental empowers the investor to make informed decisions. So that was my time, guys. By concluding with the statement of the Warren Buffett, risk comes from not knowing what you are doing. So don't take the risk, know what you are doing. Don't go just with the flow of your friend that भाई ये स्टॉक ले ले, ये मेरी टी पे गारंटी ऊपर जाएगा, मैं लिख के देता हूं. No, invest in the stock. If you are currently investing, go at home, do the fundamental analysis of your own stock. Maybe you may be benefited. So that was my time, guys. If you have any queries, you can definitely contact me on any of the platform, Insta, or message me. Thank you very much. This was Chirag Dolasia. Thank you very much.
Insights of Indian stock market, Chirag Dolasia.